Hey there, welcome back. So today I'm going to share my racing experience in Path of Exile. A little bit of background information before I begin. I've played this game for roughly 2 months now and totaling 240 hours. I've leveled many characters and leveling those characters I've always used Sunder, and I was really stubborn because Sunder is like my comfort skill gem to use when I level. Even when I was building a Righteous Fire, life-based Righteous Fire, I leveled with Sunder. So yeah, enough about that. So I participated in 4 races total. All these races, I believe, were on the first day. Headhunter race, Descent, Winter Heart, and the 1 hour solo. So going to Headhunter, I was like, which class should I pick, right? So, I mean, I was gonna use Sunder no matter what. So, I went with Duelist, because Duelist gives you this node that you can get early on, which removes the penalty you get from the chest. I'm not sure how much benefit wearing a chest is early game, but I wanted to wear it just to be safe. Headhunter was actually super fun. It was one of the funner races, I should say. Because once you get rolling, you never stop. You get a single... I do not know what's the exact modifier, but the one that makes you really big, and there's other modifiers that you can steal that allows you to attack super fast. So it's like bam 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 bam, right? You just go and you kill everything. But the downside of Headhunter race is that it's really scary, because if you hit a volatile by accident, you basically kill yourself, right? So I think after you get like 2 coral rings that gives you life, volatile becomes less of an issue, but you still have to keep in mind volatile creatures, especially if there are many rare monsters around you. I came close to ripping my character many times, but I didn't actually rip my character. I ended up losing the race due to time, because it was my first race going into this. Even though I had layout knowledge, I did not know at what levels I should be at which location. So yeah, I did not qualify for the beta keys or the MTXs for the Headhunter race. Going to the second race was the Descent race. This was also one of the funner races because it's really manageable. All the drops are given to you. You just have to pick whether you want the alluring chest or the curious chest, which you can both find on the wiki, I believe. If I get a link, I'll drop it in the description below. And there is also no layout knowledge involved. I guess I'm not really sure if you can search up older playthroughs of Descent and figure out the layouts, but it was pretty intuitive, I should say. Before I forget, I had a Black Heart unique ring which dropped in the caverns, so that's pretty cool. I would consider the Descent race to be a success because I managed to qualify for the first tier of MTXs and the beta key, which I don't think I got, but you know, I still consider it a success. So the next race, which is the 1 hour Winter Heart, it felt a lot like what the Endless Ledge would be, except a few of the layouts were not in a straight path and you could actually move in a different direction to reach your end goal. I started off this race really slow because I had the fear of getting trapped in packs of mobs, and I did, but it's actually an irrational fear because you can either hit your way out if you're tanky enough, or if you just path yourself properly, you will most likely not get trapped. So I had to overcome that fear. that really nasty phobia, and I ran. It was a really hard race for me because it was reliant on monster drops such as life flasks, which I could not find a level 12 life flask for whatever reason, and it costed me a lot of time because I had to wait for my health to heal back up before proceeding to the next pack, you know. I ended up ripping to something I could not figure out what it was. It was a orange red explosion which happened in the caverns. So if you guys could tell me what it was, it would be pretty useful. Finally, the last race was the 1 hour solo. So going into this, I was like, the last 3 races were not really that successful for me, so I wanted to figure out what was the issue. I looked into my game plan and I decided to switch out the Sunder, which is basically my comfort skill, right? So I'm not going Sunder. I went with the Witch with the usual Fire Trap Freezing Pulse start into Summon Raging Spirits. It was really smooth at this point because I had layout knowledge. I could run past mobs without fearing of me getting trapped. And at this point, I was really comfortable with leveling with my inventory open. So equipping better gear was not as time consuming as the other 3 races. And another upside is that you basically can run with, like, what do you call those, drifting wands or whatever, until you find way better wands. So it's pretty convenient to run a Witch or a Shadow. I think Shadow is slightly better because of the starting nodes and the starting point. Matthew actually did a video explaining a template he created for Shadow, which basically uses the same things, which is Fire Trap, Freezing Pulse into Summon Raging Spirits, I'm pretty sure. So I'll link that video in the description. You should watch it. Pretty cool. So leveling was really smooth. I was going through with a breeze, and until the Merveil's caverns, I ripped out of nowhere. I was like, what on earth killed me, right? So I watched the replay. I moused over a mob which was not even magic, it was just a normal mob, right? It had the modifier Summon Exploding Spawn. I had no idea what that is. I'm not sure if I've ever encountered that. Maybe I have, but I just had better gear. So that thing instantly killed me. So after the death, I had around 30 minutes, so I could not start up another character and overlevel this Witch that I had. So I decided to give up the race. Yep, that's the end of my racing experience. Really excited for 3.0 actually. It's about 5 hours away from me. It's currently 2 AM. I have no idea why I'm still up making this video, but alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be playing 3.0 for the whole day, I believe. As long as I don't get bored of it, I'll be streaming it the entire day for probably a few weeks straight. So yeah, see you guys there.